So uh, I got this news. I have this news application on my phone, and want to do some reactions, man. On I haven't looked at the news yet, but I noticed that this particular application that I had this app on my phone for the news seems to be kind of biased. Like it give you uh, news from most of the news come from one perspective. Now, there's a large percentage of media that is pretty much liberal. You know, the, the they go to one party, so it's really not the application's fault or the people who develop the application because most of the media is biased. So, but we're gonna open this application. We're gonna see what's on the headlines real quick. The application is Newsbreak. If you want to check it out, it's on Google Play. All right, we got local news about the hurricane. Top stories. Look at this. Top stories. Uh, ranking number one, most discussed. From the Hill. Trump challenged Fusey over comments on coronavirus surges. Wrong. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on with that. Waiting for the ad to finish so I can get into the video.
President Trump on Saturday publicly rejected Anthony Fauci's analysis on why the United States has experienced a surge in coronavirus cases, claiming that the nation's top infectious disease expert wasn't accounting for the U.S. testing capacity. Trump said in a tweet that linked to a video of Fauci's Friday testimony before Congress, quote, wrong. In a hearing focused on the federal response to the global health crisis, Fauci said,
look at the comparison between Asia and Europe.
Counting for the U.S. testing capacity. Trump said in a tweet that linked to a video of Fauci's Friday testimony before Congress, quote,
Okay, see, she just said quote wrong, but there's more to that. It's just not the word wrong. Like he wrote a lot of stuff on that tweet that she's talking about. Now, because I'm the true Rican, I'm gonna read you the tweet. He put wrong, right? And then an exclamation. Then he wrote, we have more cases because we have tested far more than any other country. 60 million. More than any country, 60 million. If we tested less, there will be less cases. How did Italy, France, and Spain do? Now, Europe sadly has flare ups. Most of our governors work hard and smart. We will come we will come back strong. Okay, that's what he wrote. Let's continue with this.
wrong. In a hearing focused on the federal response to the global health crisis, Fauci said,
Look at the comparison between Asia and Europe, as is shown by the chairman's poster up there, that when they shut down to the tune of about 95%, getting their baseline down to tens or hundreds of cases per day. So, which is when we did it, we got it down, but unfortunately, our baseline was 20,000 a day. I think there was such a diversity of response in this country from different states that we really did not have a unified bringing everything down.
You see how you see how hold on. You see how news be twisting shit up? You see this? The headline says Trump challenged Fauci over comments on coronavirus surges, and they just wrote wrong. the first word the first word that Trump wrote on the tweet. That's all they wrote there. The first fucking word. All right, they ain't write nothing else. Just the first word wrong. He wrote a bunch of stuff on that tweet. Okay, and what he's saying is correct. All right, we have more cases that these other countries that he's talking about because we testing more people than they are. If they were to test people, more people, if they were to test the same amount of people at the rate that we testing people, they will have more cases. But the whole reason why they don't have the numbers don't show like as many cases as numbers is because when they quarantined, they locked themselves up. Nobody was allowed to go anywhere. If you can go nowhere, you cannot be tested. All right, and if you cannot be tested, how people gonna know if you got the virus or not? How people gonna know? They're not gonna know if you got the virus if you cannot be tested because you automatically quarantine, virus or no fucking virus. But see, the Hill, all right, is trying to twist the shit. You know, they just put whatever is convenient in the headline. That's what they do. It's garbage, man. You know, guys, when you look at the news, you gotta do some research and look at where they're getting the information from and analyze it upon yourself. You saw that just by looking at the tweet myself. I took the initiative myself and look at the tweet and read it myself, and then I go back and look. I finish the news and I okay, you are misinforming people. You are misinforming people. You are fraud. You are fraud.
Here are the top search results.
You are fraud. All right. Let me go back and see what that and that's the number one headline. You know, making it seem like Trump is against this Dr. Fauci guy. It's not true, man. It's not true. He's saying, look, again, this country's don't start. My dogs, man. Every time I'm recording, my dogs want to act crazy. These countries did not test as many people as we have. They just haven't. So it's common sense. We are showing greater numbers because we are testing people at a greater capacity. That's why. Okay? All right? Another thing is, you got stuff going on in this country that make no freaking sense. That this stuff is not going on in other countries. For example, you got people out there riding, coming together, twerking and shit. You know, you got things going on out here that is out of control. But they don't talk about that. You want people to start testing negative. They have to start contracting the virus. Then put some law and order on your fucking state. Plain and simple. Put some law and order on your fucking state, and you won't have no problems. But nobody's talking about that. Everybody is like, somehow we are getting the virus because we are there working. Never mind the hundreds of people who are on the streets looting and rioting and getting other people sick. Never mind them. It's not them. Because as long as you wear a black shirt and you're out there breaking shit, that will keep you immune from the virus. But if you are going to work and trying to feed your family and trying to pay bills, you're the highest risk. You're the fault. People, man, you gotta open your eyes up, man. Y'all gotta open your eyes up. Y'all need to see what's going on here, man. They want to keep us locked up in our houses, hating life. Hating life. They want to tap into our emotions, man. That's what they want to do. So when it comes to voting time, we vote for them because we don't like what's going on currently in a situation. So we're gonna want change. It's a mind trick, bruh. It's a mind trick. A mind trick. Let me see what's the second headline here. This is from CBS News. This is not that bad. SpaceX capsule and NASA astronauts return to Earth in first splashdown since 1975. Alright, that's alright. Look at that, they heal again. Let's see, this is the third one. I'm only gonna read the top three. Burks said COVID-19 outbreak not under control because people are on the move. Okay, you see that? That's you just heard what I told you, right? They heal again. Look, Burks, this is that lady from Europe, I guess, say COVID-19 outbreak not under control because people are on the move. Now we're gonna go into what she actually said. All right, because I'm the truth. So I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 1,000 with y'all, man. I gotta keep it 1,000 with y'all. Hold on. I don't keep 100. I keep 1,000, bro. Let's see. Let's see what's popping.
I can tell you across America right now, people are on the move. And so all of our discussions about social distancing and decreasing gatherings to under 10, as I traveled around the country, I saw all of America moving. And I think it's our job as public health officials to be able to get a message to each American that says, if you've chosen to go on vacation into a hot spot, you really need to come back and protect those with comorbidities and assume you're infected.
She said more, but they cut it. She said more than that, but they just cut it. They didn't say the whole shit. I like to find out the whole clip because they cut it. Let me see. Yeah, they cut it.
President Trump on Saturday publicly rejected in.
They cut it. I guarantee you should say a lot more than that. But they cut it. I gotta find out exactly the whole video. But, I mean, she is right. What she's saying is, look, just by the little clip that they cut, what she's saying, like, look, people's on the move. Okay, but they're making it seem, again, they're making it seem like, oh, people are working, and that's what people are getting sick. That's not what she's saying. She's saying that people is on the move. You know, people are here in the street riding and gatherings, big ass gatherings, breaking shit. Okay? Not concerning themselves or worrying about contracting a virus or giving the virus to somebody else, man. That's what she's trying to say here. And you know, they didn't have this shit going in Europe, in those countries, bruh. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to take control of the damn virus, man? Put some law and order in your state. Portland, put some law and order in your state, yeah? New York, Indianapolis, Seattle, all these democratic states, put some law and order in your state. Some law and order in your state, man. And you will come back and get some control. When I go to work, I gotta get my temperature checked. I cannot travel to any hotspot. I cannot go into, I cannot travel by plane. I cannot take a cruise. I'm not allowed to do certain things if I want to keep my job. And we had to send documents stating that we agree with those terms. I want to keep my job. I need my job. I can't be out here depending on the government to feed my family and to pay my bills. I'm sorry, I just can't. I have to do it on my own. So this is the sacrifices that I have to make in order for me to continue working and in order for me to pay bills. So when we feel sick, if you got the sniffles, you just feel some kind of way, you have mandatory. This is my job. Mandatory quarantine, 14 days, and you got to get a clear note from your doctor that you are good and clean to come back to work. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that most of the jobs out there that have people working, that people are working, and they have to physically go somewhere, they have rules and regulations, and they are controlled. Why? Because it's not convenient for that establishment for you to get sick and contaminate the facility, and then next thing you know, they have to shut down. They don't want that, so they take measures. Like my company is taking measures to keep everybody safe and to continue to remain open and continue to function in a normal setting. Majority of the people where I work are working from home. So don't sip on that Kool-Aid, man. Don't sip on that Kool-Aid. The numbers are reflecting what they're reflecting for two reasons. First reason, people are getting tested more. Second reason, people are here gathering in hundreds with black shirts, protesting and breaking shit. That's why. And then when they're trying to put some law and order in the situation, somehow the federal government, the leaders, so-called leaders of those states, complain because they want chaos. They want you to be unhappy. Because if you're unhappy, you will vote by feelings. And you go to that booth and you vote by feeling. And then to guarantee that they will win this election, they want to continue to create chaos and continue to get people infected and continue to do this. So what? So you will be forced to vote by mail, so they can corrupt that and they can twist it around and they can regain power, whatever needs necessary. And that's the truth. Thank you for watching, man.